Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. This is Daily Puroresu for the 8th of January 2019. It is a very, very cold January evening down in the south of UK, joined by Dion and Patrick this fine evening. Dion, it's been all the 24 hours. How you doing?
Oh, man, it's been so long reunited, but yet it feels so good. And once again, like I said last night, gang.
P, how you doing?
P's doing well.
You're doing fine. I thought you're. Is it fine or well?
It's well.
That's a true Englishman. I'm doing well.
It's doing well.
True English.
Never go above or below that.
To be fair, like the thing is, like you said this, like what? It's coming up to a year now since we've been doing podcasting together. And I always thought, nah, he's just, he's just saying that. He can't always just be well. But I've legitimately, hand on heart, I've never heard you ever come on this show, because that's how I start every single show off. And you never, ever say you're doing better than well.
I'm always doing, I'm always fine. It doesn't, not a lot changes in my life. It stays pretty steady.
It's like Patrick never gets too high. He never gets too low. He just stays even keeled,
which is good. I like it that way.
Dude, that's good. That's good, because otherwise you don't go through those fucking feelings of being at the highest highs and then crashing to being real rock bottom. I think that's a lucky place to be. You're a lucky Englishman. But did you chaps watch all of the DDT Maji Manji New Year special?
Oh man, LK, actually was you today. I only caught like 4 matches.
I quote, and I was you. Well, this Englishman watched more than you, and I watched that All Japan show, which we won't even be covering. So I watched it for leisure.
Well, I mean, we watched it for the love of the game, right?
I watched it for the love of the game. That sounds a bit more respectable, doesn't it? Before we get down, this is Daily Puroresu. Everyone, if you're watching live, please feel free to put anything you wish in the comments. We'll take notes, not just from DDT. If you want to cover anything in the world of Japanese pro wrestling, please feel free to hit it up. And if you're listening post live, do the same. But guys, I want to talk about it just because it's mega hot right now, and it literally finished 2 hours ago. What's your guys' take on the All Elite Wrestling signings? Because I know both of you are going to be different, to my opinion. So we'll start with you, P. By the way, if I call him P, it stands for Patrick.
Oh, sorry, I just realised this is KocoSports now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Hello, everyone.
so he's Patrick, but I called him P because on one show Dion was like being gangster and called him P, and it just kind of stuck.
What have you done? So you two have done a show so far on this, haven't you?
Yeah, we did the Noah show yesterday. That's actually.
Right, cool.
You haven't given your thoughts on the Noah show we covered yesterday. What was your thoughts on the banger of Kiyomiya?
Yeah, well, that's obviously my Cannon's my boy, so.
That's why you weren't here yesterday. You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah,
you knew what we were going to talk about.
I was still upset when he lost. Really good show. It all went up and down. The 2 openers were both really good. Inamura was really good against Sugiura. I don't know if you guys mentioned this, but Sugiura is like Inamura's idol. Like he sort of like bases his entire like what he wants to be as a wrestler around Sugiura.
Makes sense now.
Yeah. So that was this. Obviously, Kitamiya got did the squash as well over Okada. Those 2 were fun. Then it died down a bit. Then it picked up again with the Reitos match. Stuff with Yohei and Harada was excellent. That's going to be a great feud going forward. Then I loved parts of the GHC tag match. I thought everything with Nakajima and Yuji Hino was excellent. But then the hooligan shenanigans sort of raised a few eyebrows because it sort of reminded people of the Suzuki Gun era of Noah, which was obviously a very dark period in the company. So I didn't like that, and a lot of people didn't seem to like it either. So elements that were awesome. And then the main event I thought was excellent. I thought it was just so well paced compared to anything else I'd seen this week. So yeah, that is pretty much what I have to say on this. That show probably had my favorite match of the year so far. But what we're about to cover, is my favorite show of the year. So
yeah, this is a banger. This is a really good show. Dion, what did you watch out of this show? Because I know me and P watched. I watched everything minus the Reverse Rumble because I don't want to get angry. Anything with Dunshoku Dynamon and the boxing match. I didn't watch the boxing match just because of time.
That was the
I had to watch the boxing match.
Best thing.
Man. You had to watch that.
I didn't just because of time constraints. I was like, oh shit! 'Cause I watched the All Elite thing, and I watched All Japan for leisure. If I didn't watch if I knew we weren't going to do the All Japan show, I would have watched this show in its entirety. But I watched the All Japan show, assuming we're doing the All Japan show, but not realizing there's an All Japan show tomorrow morning, which we're going to get up early and watch and cover it live.
Your two rules with DDT this year: you watch everything with Higuchi, you watch everything with Shinya Aoki. They are your two golden. You have to stick to them. You have to watch everything with Higuchi, and you have to watch everything with Shinya Aoki.
Dude, I'm trying to watch everything, but again, if I knew we weren't going to cover the All Japan show, I wouldn't have watched the All Japan show, and would have watched this in entirety. But I did only miss 2 matches, so I get a slap on the wrist. But Dion gets a punch in the face.
Go look at my gifts of the Shinya Aoki match, and it will change your mind.
Dude, hey, that Shinya Aoki match, when we get to it, was fucking great. I love it.
It will change your mind. You will go back and watch it. But yeah, the KocoSports get to learn. Listeners get to learn how biased I am to Noah, and
they get to enjoy that. You have Dion's bias. You get Dion's bias to LIJ. Your bias for Noah and my shilling.
All the loudmouth people got used to my incredibly terrible takes, and now everyone's got to.
Dude, no. Like I very rarely get taken back on the old social media, but there was a dude today, and I want to give him a shout because he basically our last show we did on the old channel. We did our Wrestle Kingdom review, and he was basically like live tweeting what we were saying and like saying how like amazingly funny it was. And I was like, wow, that dude took his time. Not only did he enjoy and watch the show, a nearly 2-hour show, but he took he basically every funny line we said.
And what? Yeah.
So he took the time to watch it, and he thought it was that entertaining that he would spread it with his followers. I thought that was pretty handy and pretty nifty of the guy. So shout out to wasn't it Anwar? Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Anwar Starling, right?
Yeah, long time listener. Hopefully
he's okay. He's not wrong.
He wasn't wrong. That was a funny episode. Though. That was a really funny episode. It's an earthquake. That was funny. That was absolutely funny.
Oh God, yeah, that's gonna live in like LK / KocoSports infamy right there. LK having an earthquake. He roommates doing other things. That was a classic episode.
Dude, I swear, I hope that never happens again.
Despite him live tweeting it, just follow him anyway, people, because he's a good wrestling Twitter account. Yeah. So just follow him anyway, even despite him, even after had he not live tweeted us, he's still great.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that's the only reason you should follow him. I'm just saying I put him over because he put me over. That's how this world works, P. That's how this world works, sonny boy. Right. DDT Maji Manji New Year.
You said you wanted to give us your opinions on the thingy, didn't you?
On the what? Sorry, on the
thingy. You said something. You said because it's so hot.
Yeah. This happens every single time. So the All Elite.
I should have reminded you because
this is where you get booted.
I ruin all your listeners. Every dislike you've ever had, I feel like is a result of me.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That like late summer, early fall, dude. I was pretty much on one.
Yeah, you were just.
Oh yeah, dude. Dion, you were. I was close to firing your ass. I'm not gonna with you. Right. So it's
You're just biased. I'm honest.
So if anyone watching this doesn't know what happened with All Elite Wrestling, I did a 7-minute news video. Go check that out. That's a long, in-depth review of pretty much the whole highlights of what happened at the rally. I know you two are different. Like with me, I watch the Japanese wrestling with you guys. You guys watch a bit more because I watch American stuff. I watch Impact. I watch Ring of Honor from time to time, and we'll be watching All Elite Wrestling. But you guys are just strictly Japanese wrestling, which is fair. Each to their own. I respect that. But what's your guys' take on the signings for All Elite Wrestling and your opinion of what's going on? We'll start with you, P.
So I was going to say they're probably so confused they don't know who Suwama is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Right.
Yeah.
P's picture is his favorite wrestler. Okay, that's not actually him. I don't have a legitimate All Japan legend on my show.
Yeah, you have Suwama on my. It's not actually my favorite, but he's probably my second favorite wrestler. But yeah, it's Suwama. I might change. My Twitter is Keno. Maybe I'll change it to Keno to keep with the brand.
I respect. At one point, didn't you change your whole Twitter name to Keno's Global League? I thought that was
Keno's Global League. Yeah, and then everyone said I jinxed it, so I had to change it. Yeah,
change it to Naito's IWGP Heavyweight title.
Oh boy, hey, LK, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
So, P, what's your thought on the All Elite stuff?
I don't really care. It's probably let me think. What do you mean by point? You have to, as in what sense?
Like, do you reckon you're gonna watch it?
No.
Do you think you ever will watch it?
No.
Are you intrigued?
No. I'm intrigued that they may. I'm intrigued about this. I wasn't intrigued in the slightest until they announced the stuff with SEMA and OWE, and then I just heard that PAC came out as well. That intrigued me more in the sense that wrestlers I like. I didn't think they'd actually sign any wrestlers I like, and now they have. I don't know.
see, that's them trying to get you to watch it, dude. I think you should give it a watch. I think you should give it a watch. Just don't listen to it with commentary or anything.
I'll probably give the first show a watch.
There we go. We've now had his word. There's no excuses now.
I watched All In. You
can yeah, dude. We if the review's going to be like what we reviewed All In, there's no way I'm doing it on the channel.
That's going
to have to be a Patreon thing, dude.
Yeah, that's where we launch a Patreon just for that review. Just for that review, it'll be worth every penny you ever spend on that review.
Okay, I'll watch the first one where it's called. I don't know what it's called, but the one
Double or Nothing.
Vegas, the one in Vegas, Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing.
I'll watch that.
I have your word on that then that you're going to watch the Double or Nothing show.
They might somehow try and work their way into like PAC versus SEMA or something. So that would be sick.
I think they're going to do PAC versus Hangman.
Oh really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they did a stare down in the press conference.
Yeah, well, hopefully KZ or someone else beats PAC before he goes and starts parading that belt around.
Yeah, I reckon that's the thing, because we don't know what type of deal it is it? Because OWE have a deal with Dragon Gate, correct?
The thing,
because but OWE's on Dragon Gate Network.
It's sort of.
Sometimes
the deal. It's OWE is SEMA is more connected to SEMA, and SEMA's obviously not really in with Dragon Gate anymore, so he's kind of like named guilty by association. Yeah, the thing with the part-time thing and the signings is they're talking about health insurance, and obviously you can't do promise health insurance to freelancers.
Yeah, so you reckon this is them? Do you reckon that's them signing PAC full time then? And if that's the case, do you reckon this is his farewell to the Indies? We're doing all these tours he's doing at the minute.
Me, I don't know. It just doesn't. I can't see how you can promise health insurance to freelancers. That doesn't work. But you could. Yeah, maybe PAC's just working that show. It's just weird. Basically, for those who don't know, Yoshino is the booker at DG now at Dragon Gate, and Yoshino is a bit mental. So why he's decided to put the title on PAC? Surely he would be aware that PAC was going, unless PAC's literally just working that show. And then
that's a possibility, dude. Maybe he just works this show. But actually, no. Because on their Instagram it has official signings, and it had Chris Jericho, and then it had PAC on. Like signings, you don't go, oh, I'm signing him, and then be like, oh, but it's just a one-match deal.
That's a good point. But I don't know.
It's not till May. He has till May to drop the belt, and fingers crossed it's the case.
It's just a case of it's not just like signing some. It's not like they signed Shingo. Like they signed the champion, the top guy of a company that's not even. It's not even like it's a small industry. Technically, still the second biggest company in Japan.
Yeah. And one thing too, though, apart from PAC going there, and everybody in this room's favorite wrestler, Chris Jericho. Another thing about him going there is you don't get those programs with Okada or Tanahashi now.
Again, yeah, but we don't know what the working relationship will be with All Elite and New Japan, because obviously New Japan will want Omega, and I heard that New Japan really want Omega back. Well, he hasn't left yet, so maybe they do come to some working relationship.
And then you get the weird thing of PAC can't really stay with Dragon Gate if AEW start working with New Japan.
Oh, that's really true.
Start getting that red tape, man.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. Fascinating.
Also, too, y'all want to say, I also Googled this show here on the old Google machine, and we were the fourth Google thing to come up, so that's pretty cool.
On the what? The DDT?
Yep.
Dude, the reason why it came up number 4 is because we're the only fucking people that cover this stuff.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh well.
The thing,
Report.
the thing I saw that was interesting, which I've seen some people throw up some theories. New Japan going forward, obviously they're running the Tokyo Dome twice next year on the 4th and the 5th. They're thinking maybe they're going to move away from partnerships with America, so AEW, ROH, etc., and try and form partnerships with other promotions in Japan, so they could try and improve attendance in Japan for obviously running those 2 dome shows and attempt to run multiple dome shows.
But then,
So
what would be the point of all the globalization that they've been doing for the past?
Well, it'd be a complete waste.
Dude, you haven't seen that tweet with Harold May? I know you saw it, P, with the Harold May, and he's sitting and it's fine.
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree. I'm just throwing out that theory because it's an interesting one, because it somewhat makes sense in terms of if you're going to run multiple you can't run multiple dome shows off the back of foreign attendance, because have you seen how, like, if you actually look at the numbers of how many people actually fly out there, it's really not that many. Like, people think it's a lot, but it's just not that many.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it is common sense that, there's probably, I'd say, 1,000, 2,000 people in the building, that maybe 3 at a push that were guys that weren't Japanese, that were from, Europe, America, Canada, etc., etc. But I don't know. I think it's really interesting and fascinating. Like, what a way to start the year with this All Elite stuff. It really makes the wrestling scene so fascinating. To me, anyway, I find it fascinating.
It's definitely fascinating.
Yeah,
definitely stuff to talk about. Like, who'd have thought that in the first 20 minutes of a DDT recap, we would have spent all that time talking about All Elite?
The only thing that really makes
it happened today, man.
Rich,
a lot of shit has happened this last weekend.
The only thing that makes it fascinating to me is the Khan money. If they didn't have the Khan money, it wouldn't really mean much to me. But the Khan money is interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, because they technically have more money than Vince, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, whether they're going to put, well, the Khans definitely do.
Yeah, what's the cap for this wrestling organization?
Yeah, it's what they're going to put into. The Khans have definitely more than the Khans own the Jaguars and Fulham. The Khans.
Yeah, they have tons of guap. Okay, guap is slang for money. They have tons of guap. They got tons of that feta right there. But it's all about.
Whoa! You said tons of guap and what?
No, tons of that guap, tons of that feta right there.
Feta. What's feta?
Yeah. It's cheese.
Cheese,
yeah,
which is cheese is. Why can you just say money?
Cause, man, it sounds better like that. It sounds way better like that. Come on, man. This roll with it. This roll with it. Okay, come on. But anyway,
I swear, if I ever so you're telling me, so next time I'm at work, I'm not going to give them the change. I'm going to give the customers a slice of cheese back as a joke, and I guarantee they wouldn't have no fucking idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, they probably would not, but you know. You get the right person. You get the right person. They don't know what you mean.
If I get the right piece of trash, they'll be like, nice one, dog. Nice one, fucking L. Nice one.
Nice one, L.
Fucking awful. Right.
L. I don't know if anybody would call you L. I don't even want to be called L. But hey, hold this L.
It's not my name. I'll technically be K. I'll technically be. My name's not actually start with L. Starts with K. There you go. Swerve of the day.
But yeah, it's all about how much they're able to spend, because we all know they might have more money, but Vince can pretty much spend all that money on wrestling if he wants to, even though he chooses not to. But you can spend all that money on wrestling. Maybe not the same for these guys here.
100%. And if you're listening live, again, please feel free to smash the live chat as much as you want. Once you finish breaking down this whole entire show, we'll get to them. So if you want to talk about All Elite, New Japan, Noah, Dragon Gate, anything, even All Elite, it still is kind of referring to Japanese wrestling with, the Young Bucks, with Kenny Omega and all that. So feel free to smash as much as you want. So the DDT show. Maji Manji New Year special from the Kurikan Hall. Attendance 1,750 according to Cage Match. Good attendance, I thought.
Yeah, legit. I know a few people who were at the show, and they said it was packed to the fucking nuts. They said it was absolutely rammed.
Like, looked it.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
and it's surprising because All Japan what did All Japan numbers do for the K Hall?
The biggest or the one or
the second
I think it was about 1735, something like that.
Miyahara Kai. No, I don't think it did that.
What did it do?
I think it did less than that. I thought it did. That sounds a lot. Let's have a look.
Hold on.
Yeah, 1,585.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't think it made 700.
So how come do you reckon it's the Strong Hearts involvement on the show?
How come they did more? Is that your question? Yeah, a number of things. I guess build. Well, this was, I don't know, build, hype, just things like that. It was just, I don't know, lots of people. There's quite a lot of foreign interest in DDT.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I don't know if you've ever noticed that.
That's true.
Like a lot of these shows were like I know quite a few people go to Noah Corrigan's regularly, and they were just kept on commenting on how many people were there, how many people from the America, UK, whatever, were there. Their shows left over from Wrestle Kingdom. Obviously, these wouldn't have been left over. This was before the show, but obviously they just drew in more of theirs. It was just packed. I don't know. I would have liked to see Mihara Kai.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but we're different. We'd have gone in, and I don't know what I'd have preferred to watch. To be fair, if I had a choice of that All Japan show or this show, I'd have been probably torn and flipped a coin.
I mean, they were on the same days. I can't remember which times they were around. That might have had something to do with it.
Yeah, maybe that's a strong possibility.
They were on the same days. So
okay, yeah, that makes sense. This was probably the evening one then.
But obviously, I mean, like All Japan did 1,700 plus for the Real World Tag League final.
Oh, and they did it for the Champions Carnival as well, didn't they? They've done it. Just a great year for attendance for All Japan, and I think DDT have had a good solid year for attendance as well in 2018. Can that be agreed?
Yeah, they were running. Obviously, they were running. Sometimes they run the limited capacity format, where they have the screen at the back. You know, I'm on about. But sometimes they don't, and they do numbers. They do good numbers when they don't. Yeah, it's been growth for pretty much everyone. I can't really think. There's some of 0-1. I don't think have had much growth. They've probably stayed about steady.
Oh yeah, my interest to that is up and down like Tower Bridge. It's just not kind of non-existent.
Well, you're gonna watch
this. Even stream 0-1 even stream because I don't really even get many.
Well, we got this Kohei Sato versus Sekimoto match coming up, which is going to air on. We'll go, I think, tomorrow.
Is that Wrestle 1 or 0-1 though?
0-1.
Okay, we'll definitely.
Sekimoto was the 0-1 champ.
I won't. The only thing I'll be able to do.
The Wrestle one is Ashina versus T-Hawk.
Yeah, that I'm excited.
Yeah, that's airing. That's not airing until the 21st.
Okay, well, everyone. Damn it! Everyone needs to watch that.
But you'll enjoy Kohei Sato Sekimoto. From what people who were there have said, it was also it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, I know tomorrow my plan of attack is tomorrow will be the All Japan show that airs live, and then I don't know what your availability is, Dion, but me and P will be going live after it airs, and then I'm not free until 1 a.m. but I'll be training, so I won't have time to watch anything.
Yeah, Big Japan. I didn't get a chance to catch all of it live. I had to revise. I got uni exams. I got to revise, so I didn't have a chance to catch it live. Could be struggling for a link for a while, but I'll see what I can do.
Okay, yeah, if you find a link, hit me up. Right, let's get down to breaking down this show because me and you have to be up in 8.5 hours to watch this All Japan show. Rightio. So El Lindemann versus Nobuhiro Shimatini was the opening match of this DDT show. Both men in their early 20s, big future. Lindemann part of the Strong Hearts faction. Dude, this match was just what the fuck? I wasn't expecting it. And even though you put in the we have a little group chat, you put the opener's fire. I was like, okay, it'll be all right. And this was just brilliant. This was absolutely amazing. Shimatini got the win with the crucifix bomb, which shocked me a little bit. But Lindemann, man, he's absolutely crazy. Like everything in wrestling comes from a squat. Absolutely everything. And his fucking legs are tanks with Ferrari engines. I respect that, man. He's never missed a leg day in his life, and I respect the shit out of that. Really good opener. Really good stuff. P, what was your thoughts on the opener?
Yep, El Lindemann's thick thighs.
I bet that's got to be a Twitter, man. That's got to be a Twitter somewhere.
That is, yeah. That's
shout out to El Lindemann's thick thighs on the Twitter machine.
That is, yeah. He's the buddy. But yeah, no, this is a really great match. As I said to you guys, it's absolutely fun. Lots of back and forth stuff. They caught me on a few near falls. It's funny because they're so short, but they're so stocky. So they're both powerhouses. So it's just they were just lifting each other and do some crazy throws, do some crazy lifts. Lots of good mat work at the start as well. Yeah, it was a great opener. The crowd went into the whole show. It helps when you got 1,700 people there, and I guess quite a lot of them being foreign, they wouldn't have seen this live before, so I could definitely hear the foreign fans sometimes. I could just hear like Western voices just screaming in the background. Like I just hear, yeah.
That's I think that's good. I like that. I like
funny.
the
Like you just hear it, and they just, yeah. So yeah, this was sick. You know how we usually say to start from somewhere, but it's kind of hard on this show because I enjoyed pretty much everything for different reasons, and this was just a banger of an opener. Yeah, as you said, promising futures for both guys. Lindemann is technically a member of Strong Hearts, so referring to what we were just previously discussing, that could be interesting, seeing what happens there.
Yeah, because Lindemann technically, he works for OWE as well, doesn't he? So he technically could be a part of All Elite Wrestling someday, and he was just on the opener of the Cahill show in DDT. So fair play to the man. D, what was your thoughts on the opener?
This was really good shit right here. L. Lindemann, like you said, thick thighs once again. Yes, sir. I like this match a whole lot. Both these guys are really young too, so they have bright futures. So yeah, fire match right here. No complaints from me, and I agree with both of you. This is a banger of an opener.
And then we had Hoshitingo, Mike Bailey, Sammy Guevara, and Vader Scott versus Shuten Doji, which was Kudo, Masahiro Takanashi, and Yukio Sakaguchi, and Saki Akai. Akai's from Tokyo Joshi Pro, which is kind of under the DDT Universe umbrella. So basically, DDT is like one big company, and they own lots of different promotions, but they don't own them, if that makes any sense. So Hoshitingo, this is my first exposure to the man.
Same.
P, have you watched him before?
Yeah.
Okay, so is he a former sumo wrestler, or is he just that big hairy bastard? In a nice, respectful manner, of course.
Yeah, you know, it's sumo.
Okay, but basically, he's a sumo wrestler that is the most hairiest man, and his hair's grey. So imagine A-Train, but grey hair. It looks very, very amusing on the eye. It really did.
I'm trying to think where you would have seen him before, perhaps.
Definitely haven't seen him.
Well, he's worked DDT a few times last year. That's the only place I think you could have seen him. I'm not sure where else he's worked. Honestly, can't think of anywhere else he's worked apart from he worked All Japan a few years ago. I can't remember in what format, tagging with someone.
He worked some Kai and Tai JoJo in 2012 through 2015 as well.
Oh, fair.
That would make now that
niche.
That makes sense. That makes sense now, doesn't it, to film in K Dojo? Bailey and Sakaguchi, dude, I could watch that one-on-one go 60 minutes. They had that brief little exchange. I was like, I want that, so but I need that.
I'm trying to get Choju Kawada or Kobashi to book Sakaguchi and Nakajima versus Keno and Omida.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the ultimate kick battle. I'm trying to get it.
Only kicks allowed.
Just gonna start tweeting them, just like, oh, guys.
So Guevara with the drop down backflip into drop kick, which blew my mind. This chap is extremely talented. I don't think I'll be learning that anytime soon, but that was absolutely fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I watched. I mean, I've seen him do it in the DDT the King Grand Prix, but this was just like, wow! It just caught me so off guard. Guevara then did a really nice toe pick on here to the outside, and then I've written the name wrong so bad. Oh geez, I've got Skakagakuku, which I'm presuming is Sakaguchi, with a running bicycle knee on Hoshitungo to get the win. I thought this was fun, better than I anticipated. I mean, Mike Bailey, Guevara, Takanashi, Sakaguchi, and even Kudo are great, and Akai, I remember from TJP, is decent. I just wasn't expecting much, and I was
no. As long as you don't expect much, then it was it was fun. Yeah, I think yeah, you don't have to watch this one, but it was still fun. That's why I've still got this as my show of the year, because although you don't have to watch it, it was still fun.
It flew by the time, and again, I'm going to say this even though I skipped 2 or 3 matches. The show was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I agree.
And
indeed, great.
Like, I skipped because of time constraints, not because I wanted to skip. Like, if we didn't have an All Japan show in the morning, or right, I'll even word that. If I didn't have training tomorrow, I would have gone to bed really late, woke up early, watched All Japan, then gone back to bed. But I can't. I've got a really fucking long day tomorrow, so I can't. But as a whole, I recommend A, this match, and B, to just watch the show in general. And you can watch these shows on DDT Universe. Value for money, I think this is probably the best out of all the streaming services. I think that can be agreed upon. It's 900 yen, and which is equivalent. It's like £6.95 or something. It's like £6.80 or some shenanigans. But you not only get all the
Universe is the best streaming service.
Yeah, like you get Pro Wrestling Basara, DNA when that comes back, Tokyo Joshi Pro, DDT.
You can Chromecast it to the TV, man. Like that's important for somebody like me who pretty much primarily watches this stuff on either my phone or my tablet. If you can cast this stuff to a TV when you go somewhere, that's like a huge plus.
It's all excellent quality, excellent production, and pretty much everything, even their house shows. Yeah, it's definitely the best. It's kind of like what everyone should be striving for, basically.
Big Japan.
BJW Core is the worst. It doesn't currently exist. BJW Core does not currently exist. They're doing some kind of renovating. They're doing a big overhaul of the service, so it does not currently exist.
Right. Yeah. Let's do a Lance Storm and get serious for a minute. What is your prediction? What's your prediction for?
I think they'll make it worse.
Do you reckon they'll make it worse, or do you think that they're gonna put all their eggs into one basket? I'm not Scottish. One basket. There you go, Mum. One basket and make it live, make it up to date. I know they got a TV deal similar to Noah, but
not live. Not live. Live's what everyone would hope for, obviously, but not going to happen. Almost definitely. Depends how hopeful I want to be. Honestly, I think it's going to be worse somehow because
I remember going on there in December, and I don't remember seeing one.
I don't think the amount of content and how often they upload it is going to change. I still think they're going to take a very long time to upload everything.
Well, it's just the thing is, like, it's so unmotivating to sign up for something when it's so dated.
Yeah, and that's maybe where you're going to see the change. Maybe the website gets a little bit of a revamp, but apart from that, it's probably going to be stuff like I don't know why it shouldn't have like a month.
Has it been down for that long?
No, it hasn't been down that long. It's only started going down. It's down till February.
Okay, so come on, that surely must be. Look, we've seen the success of All Japan TV, seen the success of NJPW World. I'm sure DDT Universe is killing it. I'm definitely sure Dragon Gate Network now is doing fine. Yeah, it's just we always talk about this.
Yeah,
the fact that BGW and Noah don't have streaming service, and BGW's is again not in a knocking way at all. I don't mean to knock anyone who works for BGW, Big Japan, but their streaming service is so dated. It feels like don't want to waste my time watching something because the TV shows, that they air on Samurai, whatever program it is, or Fuji, isn't it? Fuji TV.
No,
that's more up to date.
Fuji TV doesn't even exist. Fuji TV is a platform you used to watch. Fuji TV is like Sky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Fuji TV.
I just see it on Cage Match sometimes.
It doesn't.
TV style.
It's like Fuji TV doesn't exist anymore. It's called For Something TV. I don't know I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna call it 4Play TV, but it's not that.
Please, no one type in 4Play TV on your Google machines.
Mostly that's on Samurai.
Okay, how many shows do they have the same schedule as Noah? Really, not the exact same identical upload times, but similar amount of.
I've got the calendar in front of me here. There was a show that aired. The show from the 30th aired today. Their show from the 2nd airs on Saturday. Then they've got shows coming up to air from the 13th and the 14th on the 20th. This is all on Samurai TV. So yeah, they get more regular than Noah.
Okay, so at least it's followable then.
Yeah.
A lot more fun.
I mean,
and that was not a knock on Noah.
Well, Noah also have G+.
Yeah, that's true. And Nico.
Although I mean, they don't really ever get anything on G+ anymore. But
No,
So,
not really. And that's the thing. I do hope Noah does get a streaming service. I think it's kind of very needed.
yeah, Cody Hall joked about it. So,
It was a Reddit thread, dude. It was a Reddit thread on Noah, on the Noah subreddit, saying that where's Noah's streaming service? Like I have some spare money and I want to get into Noah. Where can I buy the streaming service? And it's like they don't have one. It's like, oh dear.
yeah.
Like imagine how many extra, Gaijin fans they would have.
It's pointless talking about.
It upsets you, doesn't it? Let's just call a spade a spade. It's not that it's pointless talking about it. It upsets you.
I think. I think it is pointless to talk about because, like, it's not gonna. Like, they just don't have a streaming service, and it's just that. And that's not really.
Oh, it's so annoying! It just annoys me. Like nothing in this world annoys me more than Noah not having a streaming service. Like all these government problems, Brexit, all this and that. I don't give a shit.
It's like, no,
Noah doesn't have a streaming service.
Fuck all that.
I get it. I get it. It's my favorite promotion. I want it, but it is what it is.
You're just biased, P. That's the problem. You're just biased.
No, I don't think it's a good thing. I think it's annoying, but at the same time, I mean, I've accepted this for many years. Like it's more than come to terms.
They're popular now. They're actually popular now, and they're doing the business is better than it's been for a while. Why not?
Yeah, no, I think they've got to. I think maybe they want to just because I mean, Suzuki Gun era is only 3 years removed, so let's just.
Well, I'm putting you in the penalty box.
I mean, look, at the start of Nakajima's reign, there was
no one at the K-hole.
So
they would have been.
It was like 700 people. So
they would have popped if they ever drew over 1,000, wouldn't they?
So
now
let's just slow. We just got to slow down a bit, I think. See how Kaito's reign goes.
Even if Kaito has the best fucking reign in the history of pro wrestling now with the GHCF weight title, I highly doubt they'll have a streaming service.
It will probably come up.
Dude, I'll be in Noah before they have a fucking streaming service. That's how long it's going to take them.
Right. Be the GHC heavyweight champion before they have a streaming service, bro.
I'll be like, look, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to the E with your belt unless you launch a streaming service.
They're like, go ahead, do your thing, man. They're like, well, just make another one. No, we don't care. We're not, no streaming service, bro.
I don't agree. But who owns it? Who actually owns Noah? Pete, stop crying.
Who owns Noah?
Yeah.
Who's the current president? I'm not sure. I think he owns an IT company. Or something like that.
So it's an IT company that knows a lot about streaming services, doesn't have their company have a streaming service.
Who does currently own Noah? I'm not sure who owns Noah.
That's called a you problem. Mute yourself and find out, son. Right. So then we had a Laughter Rumble match, which this gentleman did not watch. We had Gorgeous Matsuno defeat Fifth Tiger Mask, Atsushi Mariyama, Hen China, Kushinobu Kamen, Makoto Ueshi, and Sensahiro Takagi in what looked like a comedic match.
Oh yeah, you cheated. I know you
Dude.
You cheated the president. Sorry, Masayuki Uchida. You might have heard of him actually. He's kind of
okay. What's he done?
I don't know. It's just a name, but you may have heard. It's not like he owns like water parks or something. He's just a.
Do you know what he doesn't own? He doesn't own a streaming service, and that's the only issue I have with him right now. Public open.
Shit, Akira Taue is an advisor. I didn't know that.
You didn't know? Yeah, Taue and Marufuji are kind of like seen as the bookers.
Okay.
Right. What was your thoughts on the Rumble? What was your thoughts on the Laughter Rumble match?
Didn't really pay attention to the Rumble.
Yeah, it happened. It was a Rumble. I kind of chuckled at points.
It was funny.
Yeah, it's all right, man. I mean, if this is something that if you like, okay, now we're pressed for time. If there's something that you probably could miss, I would probably say, was this for my
especially when everything from here is great.
Exactly.
Speaking of great. We had match 6 in Kota Umeda's 7-match trial series. We had Daichi Hashimoto against Kota Umeda. Hashimoto is from Big Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a former BGW Strong World Heavyweight Champion. But this was just a stiff as fuck match. Like literally from the opening bell, nothing but variations of strikes. Hashimoto with a really nice Falcon Arrow, which the crowd bit for a good near fall. And then the Shining Wizard from Hashimoto got the win. Really good stiff match. If you're into really stiff wrestling, I know P would have loved this one. Obviously, a fan of Noah, which is all about the strikes. This was brilliant. And then post match, Shuji Ishikawa comes out, offers a handshake. Yumeda slaps him. Shuji slaps the shit out of him, and then walks off. And
well,
I'm assuming
this just was, don't you?
Yeah, to promote the match 7 with Ishikawa.
Ooh, but you know why Ishikawa came out in the first place?
To say goodbye to DDT, because Mr. Ishikawa signed full-time with All Japan.
Yeah, so final match.
Can we all, let's give a moment of silence. We haven't properly done this. I think everyone, and if anyone's listening is a All Japan fan, I think we should take a moment of silence just on how All Japan has turned their company around in 1 year.
2 years.
2.
Okay, 3 years, in fact.
I've been watching for 1.
Yeah.
So from my experience, I've been watching full time for 1 year.
It's longer than
I'm kind of with you on that, Patrick. I'm not going to say it was the cattle. I'm not saying it was when it happened. Is when this situation happened. But I think once Suwama had the Achilles
got injured. It's when Suwama got injured. Yeah, that's exactly
when he had the Achilles injury, and they put the belt on Miyahara. I think ever since then they've been on the rise.
Akiyama became head booker. Suwama got injured. They were like, "Shit, what the fuck are we gonna do? Let's just take a punt on this young Kenta Miyahara guy." Oh, it just turns out he might just be the best wrestler on the planet. How about that?
Funny how shit works out like that.
Funny.
Yeah, dude. And now they've signed fucking one of the biggest freelancers in Japan to a full-time contract.
Miyahara literally, when he first got that big push, literally had 8 incredible matches in a row. And that's what it took. It took 8. And it's like just a wrestler had to step up. Wrestler didn't have to just step up. He had to step up and just have 8 straight, like, bangers.
It showed that he wasn't a fluke, I guess. But they're like, I guess it took 8 times for him, but shit, it happened. So it's just like,
and that's the thing. Like, so many promotions in Japan have really turned it around. Like, it's just crazy how, like, picturing this time last year, All Japan to now, it's like, wow, lots of really great stuff has happened, and definitely on the rise.
Oh dear, something quite funny has just happened. I put a GIF of, just on Twitter, I put a GIF of Shinya Aoki, the match that comes up later. And obviously it's a worked boxing match, but because Aoki's so good, some of it looks pretty good. And a guy, who's an MMA fan, has just replied saying, has Shinya Aoki just carried someone in a kickboxing, shoot boxing bout? Someone else had to explain to them that, no.
Imagine trying to explain DDT to a fucking MMA fan.
Yeah, someone else.
But I mean, if you look at the GIF though, like I'm doing, it does look like he's giving him the business.
That good. Yeah, he's just that good.
Damn, I think you've already
have to watch this.
I'll do it out of leisure and love for the game. Right. So there we go. Really good match then with Yumeda and Hashimoto and Ishikawa coming out promoting that final match 7 in Yumeda's trial series. His final one. P, what was your thoughts on Hashimoto and Yumeda, and then your boy Ishikawa making his final DDT appearance?
Yeah, it was sick. It was fantastic. People who are listening who recognize Hashimoto may know Okami, the tag team he's in with Kabatani. They worked WXW's tag tournament thingy that they have. They were in that this year. Well, not this year, but last year. Okami, a pretty notable tag team. And he just so happens to be the son of Shinya Hashimoto as well.
Oh my gosh, Patrick, you were you a damn fool in the best way. My God,
you liked. I said Matt Jackson says China like Donald Trump, which he does. He says exactly the same.
Dude, why are you listening to Donald Trump?
Oh yeah, I don't like Donald Trump.
Right. We're not right. When I said why are you listening to Donald Trump, it's not because I don't like Donald Trump. It's not because it's not because I agree with him. It's not because I disagree with him.
You're talking about politics in general.
Yeah. No, it's not even that. It's just like he's English. Like, and this may sound horrible. I don't listen to any news that isn't involving my country. because it doesn't affect me. And that may sound
You're
horrible.
going to tell me you've never heard Donald Trump say the word China?
I don't listen to I don't listen to America. Like, this may shock a lot of people. Like, I don't actually, in my bedroom, okay, I have my PC monitor here, I have my laptop in the lounge as a television. I don't have Freeview, I don't have Sky, I don't have Virgin. I cannot watch BBC One, ITV, none of that, because I watch Netflix, I watch Now TV, and I watch wrestling. And if I want to watch, like, as sad as this may sound, if I want to watch Game of Thrones, I type "Watch Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 1" online free, and that's how I fucking watch it. Like, it's just how it is.
I think you're misunderstanding a little. Donald Trump saying China was like a meme.
Oh, okay.
Like, he
like
pronounces it weirdly. I am also a politics student, so I feel
you're a politics student, Patrick.
I'm a former politics student, correct? Yes.
Okay, did you get kicked out for having really bad opinions?
No, I graduated.
You graduate politics. Okay,
yeah.
I'll be expecting
Patrick. You knew this.
Dude, it's been dude, do you know how much information is crammed up in this fucking noggin right now? Like, the amount of knowledge I've had to consume, I've had to literally learn up all about Dragon Gate, DDT, Noah, and fucking All Japan in a year, to the point where I know their full roster, I know their fucking championship histories backwards, forwards, and in fucking Latin. Like, it's fucking...
okay, we're getting way off topic. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah,
it's the day presser. It's what we do. We go off topic. It literally, that, like, me and Dave on Wrestle Kingdom, we were there for 2 hours covering a show that we could have broke down in 15 minutes. It's just how it is. They like it. They like the long shows on this channel, which is why I think it makes sense that we bring ours over it.
So anyway, yeah, Daichi Yasuno show, obviously son of Shinya.
One of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Yeah, him and Omeda, obviously two kick boys, had an absolute battle here. Omeda had that tag in Noah not long ago on the same show as Sugiura versus Kiyomiya, and him and Keno had some great kick battles, which makes me want to see that match 100%. This was really good, really well worked. Omeda basically kicked his head in for most of it. Hashimoto needs to get fatter, I think is the He's too small for the way he works. I don't know what it is, but it's like
you're having an issue with a wrestler because he's in shape.
No. He's not.
He's got to be like his dad.
He's got to look like his dad. He's got to look exactly like his dad. That's the end.
Hey, dude, go to McDonald's, sort yourself out, man. Right, or just do what Yuji Hino does. Let's move on. Don't do that.
Oh no, I'm getting
about to say, where do you want to start? Where Yoji do? That list is probably extensive and probably dirty.
Dion, when LK's next talking, go on to that gif of Shinya Aoki and look at that.
Oh god, dude, that gif.
Look what I've caused.
All of them?
God. Yeah,
all fucking fire, bro.
I've now caused an argument between MMA fans and wrestling fans. Someone just called me weak.
You are weak, bro.
I didn't even say anything. I'll let you just put a gif. Someone called me weak.
Hey, Patrick, you got to stop. Triggering Dana White on his burner accounts, bro.
You'll get deleted like Dion.
I didn't get deleted. They just put me in timeout for. I got time of Tonga. That's what happened to me.
I can't believe they put your time out because you bashed John Jones. Well, no, you didn't literally. You never like fucked John Jones, but yeah, like.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like, I told the truth about him, and they didn't like that.
Where's this thing where the boxing and then the MMA guy shouts?
You have to look on his and the caption is probably the greatest thing about it. Fuck yeah, Aoki. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's just a gif I posted. Fuck yeah. Okay, I'll message it in.
Dude, he's battering the shit out of him.
First the Big Show and now the topic and Juden. Floyd ain't afraid of no one.
Yeah, look, they're arguing over MMA in my replies, and because they haven't untagged me from it.
Floyd ain't afraid of nobody, man.
No, I don't want to hear your arguments about MMA.
I don't care.
Dude, like, I literally, like, when I started, like, I got into MMA and I like thought, oh, you know what, these fans are like really cool. No, I quickly soured on that one. You're either right or you're wrong. There's no middle ground. But it's a different sport, isn't it? So it's kind of, when it's a shoot, it's a bit different. D, you given your thoughts on Hashimoto and Umeda?
If I would have saw it, this match probably would have been a banger. But this is actually one of the time constraint matches, my friend.
This is one of the really good ones.
I know, man. This is like, hey, when I saw the time, you're like, hey, I was like, fuck, I got to skip ahead, man. But I will go back and check this out because, like you said earlier, Hashimoto, the senior, was one of my favorite wrestlers. So I'll check out his son. You know, I'll give his son a look.
Context.
I mean, I have, but I've seen him before, but you know, it's just like I'll give him a look in this match.
Right. Then we had John Kasai and Mayo defeat Antonio Honda and Super Sasadango Machine and Big Gooch and Mizuki Watase in 12.5 minutes in a 3-way tag team ladder match. It featured Antonio Honda. I was short on time, so this Englishman went.
No, please tell me you did not watch this.
I did. No, I didn't watch it as a shoot. I was short on time. I thought it was going to be a comedy match. I saw Antonio Honda come out. I thought it was going to be a comedy match. And then I literally just read it now and saw the Big Gooch and my boy John Kasai in it.
Golden rule. Okay. You watch everything with the Gooch in. You never skip the Gooch.
I know. This is the second time in a row I've done it now.
You can't skip the Gooch. The Gooch is going to be the biggest thing in 2019.
Please tell me he did some Please tell me he did a death match spot.
No, not in this one, unfortunately. He did get dropped on the ladder, but he didn't.
Oh, okay, that sucks. But yeah, good, interesting with John Kasai and Mayo, and they had a match, didn't they, late last year, which is why I presume they're teaming up. So they had a banger, didn't they, in DDT?
Yeah.
Or am I thinking else? Yeah, they definitely.
Yeah, no,
definitely.
Yeah. No, you're correct. Yeah. They smashed plastic boxes over each other's heads.
Yeah, brutal stuff.
But you know, this was really good. This was really good fun. There's some wild ladder spots. Don't do an LK. Do watch this one. It's really, honestly, it's really good.
Yeah,
fun.
This is good.
It's really good fun. There's lots of crazy spots. Kasai did a spot where he jumped off the top rope and put Higuchi through a table. He also had the spot. Go check it out. You can see the gif of this. LK I might send you where you might have already seen actually. I think you liked it. Where he smashed a chair over Higuchi's head, so Higuchi just no-sold it, lobbed the chair, and then proceeded to lariat him. And honestly, it's a sick match. No complaints. It was really, really sick. It was good.
What Patrick said is right. I don't think I could put it any better. This is a really, really fun match. A lot of great spots here. So yeah, man. Big Gooch is the fucking man. So check him out.
Big Gooch. Then we had Disaster Box.
The Gucci Mane.
Yeah, I like Gucci Mane. Yeah.
Gucci Mane's the funniest. LK has no idea who that is, so we can just.
I want to see LK and Gipper who Gucci Mane is.
Please don't, because then it takes the fascination of
Gucci Mane. Okay, you'll like this. Gucci Mane has a tattoo of ice cream on his face.
Yeah,
okay, please don't send who it is, because I may have nightmares tonight. Then we had Disaster Boxes Hiroshima. Kazuki Hirata, Toru Owashi, Yuki Ueno, and Kaisuke Ishii defeating Damnations, Daisuke Sasaki, Mad Paulie, Soma Takeo, and Tetsuya Endo, as well as Puma King, who came back.
Yeah, I don't know how long Puma King's going to be around for. Obviously, he worked the Grand Prix. He is technically a freelancer. Obviously, predominantly works in Mexico. Puma King unfortunately became most notable because a journalist didn't know who he was when he worked PWG. That was
who was the journalist? Let's bury him.
Ryan.
Oh yeah, our buddy. Yeah.
You can't remember his name.
The weed moocher.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. What's his last name?
We won't give
it. Cheers.
Yeah, he's
funny if I got that wrong. It wasn't him.
It is him.
It was
the guy he does sheet or something, doesn't it? I forget.
Sheet or shit? I'm not sure.
Bit of both. That's why he has the sheet. Sorry, I don't. The thing is, I don't agree with. I just don't agree with it. And I don't want to go on another rant. I think Dave Meltzer's the best worker of all time. The fact that he has never taken a bump, he's never done anything in the industry, yet people pay him £12 a month to hear his opinion is mind-numbing. Like, that's literally like going up to a doctor who's been a doctor for 30 years. Whose opinion are you going to listen to more? The doctor who's been doing it for 30 years or a guy who's watched ER for 30 years? People pay the person who watched ER for 30 years to learn about doctoring. It's fucking brilliant. He is the single-handedly best worker in the history of anything anything, not wrestling, anything. And I clap to you, sir. I fucking clap to you. Like, sorry,
Okay,
here we're just.
I'm about
It's
to say you
different.
might have
Like,
a market, dude. Because like I think I'm gonna start watching surgeries on YouTube and then rate them out of 5 stars to see how well the surgery is performed.
like it's different here. Like we just say we're fans. We're just giving our thoughts on the shows. We're not saying we're journalists or reporters or inside scoops, aka his opinion. Like he never gives the sources out. It's like, oh, people within WWE say that Dana Brooke is going to win on Raw tonight, and then Dana Brooke never turns up on Raw. Like it's that CM Punk thing where Dodie worked Dave Meltzer into that CM Punk is coming back was evidence that it's just he'll say anything anyone says to him. Anything. I can't wait, and I promise you, I'm looking you dead in the eye now. I'm gonna feed him so much bullshit when I'm fully trained. I'm gonna feed him so much bullshit. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. This one will be deleted, edited out. I always go for the Meltzer rant. I always go for it. And Saturn is another one. He's there like disrespecting them, this and disrespecting that, and he did that thing where he bashed Russo, saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. Dude, the guy's like has the best television wrestling numbers of all time. On to happier things. I hope Summer Takeo's in the All Japan Junior Battle of Glory again. On to happier things. Do you reckon he will, P?
What did you say? So I was half pied Vince Russo as the best wrestling television numbers of all time.
Name right. So
not even
when
close.
Right,
Not even close.
American wrestling television, weekly episodic programming, not fucking Japanese. I'm on about American weekly wrestling television shows because Raw and the Attitude Era.
Oh, weekly episodic, yeah, probably.
Yeah. When Russo was writing, and I'm not the biggest
shows that did to a far greater proportion of the population than.
Yeah, of course, but I'm just saying, like everyone like bashes the guy. I like this type of wrestling, but sports entertainment being a weekly television show, when it was back in the day a weekly television show, what they did was be a television show with wrestling matches on, and it was fun as fuck. Like Russo had the highest WWE numbers. Impact had its highest numbers when he was there. The numbers. I live by facts and statistics, not opinion.
And then I was gonna say something about WCW when he was there, but I'll say 2 out of 3.
His numbers went up. Go look back at the numbers when he took over. He was in charge for 2 months. The numbers went up.
Only 2 months
left. He was in charge for 2-3 months.
Damn, it seems like it was longer than that. Shit.
Yeah, dude, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers, dude. Look at the numbers. Look at the unbiased numbers that even Meltzer puts up. Yet Russo killed the industry. No, he didn't. How did this show go to me?
Okay, his own one
blindly defending Vince. Yeah, like I should be in a get Aggie. Oh, yeah. Right. This was a fun one. And that was my question, Patrick. Do you reckon Summer Takeo will be in Battle of Glory for All Japan?
Ooh, good question.
He was last year. That was my first introduction to the man.
I don't know, Mister.
I hope so.
We haven't really announced it.
I do not know. I have not seen such announcements. But it's tough because the only way you can kind of get announcements these days is through fucking Reddit.
Oh no. My mate has set up the All Japan English site. Go follow that. 100%.
Okay, similar to the Dragon Gate and DDT one, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll give that a follow.
Right, this one in front of me. He is not in it. We read out these on a previous show. You'd have to go back and obviously go to LK Wrestling. But
dude, I won't. I wasn't on it, so I wouldn't have remembered.
Sorry, yeah, no, this was on your hiatus. Yeah, my bad. This was just a show me and Dion did.
Yeah.
Blast.
Crazy times.
I can read about now if you want.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
A block is Iwamoto, Yuzuki Okada, Atsushi Murayama, Kotaro Suzuki. Basically, the reason I read these out is because we think we didn't know a show, and we were basically pointing forward that Kotaro Suzuki was going to lose to Harada because he was the current GHC junior champion, but he had been announced for this. So our assumption was that because he'd been announced for this, he was going to lose. So yeah, Kotaro Suzuki, Tajiri, a guy from Italy who no one's heard of called Akira Francesco. B block is Aoki, Hikaru Sato, Black Menzo Ri, Black Tiger 4th, who is Nozawa, Chikara, and Saiki Yoshioka, who's from Strong Hearts.
Okay, so things to note. No Summer Decay this year, and I'm not on there. That sucks. Right, this is a fun one. That is 10 minutes.
It's better than B block.
Yeah, dude, brilliant. That sounded like a good block. Suzuki's just gonna have banger after banger. Right, where were we? Damnation Disaster Box. This was a fun match. Sasaki with an elbow drop at the top into the crossface, which got broke up. That led to a 10-man brawl. Puma King hit really brutal double knees off the top, and then Hiroshima with double running knees standing got the win. This was fun. Nothing spectacular, but watchable.
Yeah, fun again.
P, what was your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, fun again. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. This one was fun, and then obviously we built into the last two absolute bangers of matches. So yeah, this was what it needed to be. Fun, some cool stuff. Pretty much classic sort of DDT multi-man, in that it mixes comedy and sort of fast-paced spots. And yeah, definitely a fun watch. Nothing too wild, but yeah, continued. That was what made the show for me. Everything that could have been poor or not as great wasn't. It was good to solid. So, and then the stuff that banged. So,
yeah.
Did you watch this one?
Oh, absolutely. This match was fucking fun, man. It was just like move. Hiroshima, I'm a fan of his, man. Have been for a little bit. So this is some nice, fun stuff. And I'd be remiss to say that about a lot of the matches on this card that I saw. So apparently the Daisuke Hashimoto match is really good too. So had to go back and watch that. So apparently what P is saying, this card is pretty damn solid. So fuck, check this shit out, man, because this fucking shit was good to me.
Then we had the DDT Extreme Title Boxing Gloves match.
Main event.
Defeated Tana Masaka Toba in the third round after a minute and 30.
Beat the shit out of him. What you?
You beat the fucking heap. Rightfully, Shinya Aoki, the fucking god that he is, wiped the floor.
Yeah.
What did I see Hiroshima post match come out?
You did, yes. Yeah, he's chanted for the Extreme. Yeah.
Okay, I reckon he gets it back.
No way. No one should be allowed to be Aoki.
Nah, I agree with that. I agree with P on that.
It'll become the DDT Boxing Gloves Championship, and it'll come out like just fucking beating the shit out of people every night. Like
no one should be allowed to be Aoki at anything, honestly.
Yeah.
There's too many Aokis. I think we need to establish that. There's too many Aokis.
There's too many Aoki. No.
This is the Aoki right here.
There's no.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the real deal. And then we had the main event.
He beat the brakes off of Toba. This whole shit.
Whoa. Don't you go skipping over this? Okay, this
what's the breakdown? I can't break down. I can't analytically break down something I didn't watch and be a boxing match.
All right,
this was war. This was
it was. So all right. So from a boxing standpoint, Aoki slipped his punches a couple times, caught him with a couple counters. You know what I mean? Knocked him on his ass. Solid shit.
Nothing fucking beat the moment when, after getting his ass beat for the whole time, he must have at this point got knocked down about 5 times in the space of 2 rounds. Toba finally got in a spinning back fist. And
Finally,
honestly, I popped like shit. Like Aoki had just wiped the floor with this guy, and then somehow Toba. Obviously, I knew Aoki was always going to win, but it was just great when he actually got a back fist. That's what wrestling's all about. When a guy's getting his ass kicked and yet somehow pulls something off for a brief moment, you believe.
Dude, I love when he full mounted him. P. When he full mounted him to start raining down punches, I was like, God.
Oh yeah, that was to open the second round, wasn't it?
I was like, wow, Aoki's not man. I love him.
He just took him down. And I hope Aoki goes absolutely nowhere and just keeps wrestling because he's so wonderful. He doesn't need his MMA career anymore. Just
Just come to the Kurikan Hall once a month and beat the shit out of them.
Okay.
That's the reason why they did 1,750 fans and sold the fucker out at Sushi Not at
Sushi. How dare
Fuck Shinyaoki. I apologize. Don't come and hit me. Then we had the main event. Bro. He'll do. Oh fuck yeah! He'll be the end of me. The KOD 6-man tag titles on line. Strong Hearts, which is Simmer, Duan Yunnan, love that name, and T-Hawk against All Outs Akito, Konosuke Takeshita, and Yuki Ino.
That's weird.
Didn't you hear that?
Yeah.
The crowd were. He's playing. I think he's playing someone on next room. The crowd were mega hot for Simmer and Takeshita starting off, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I want to watch this one-on-one so bad. Like, please give them 30+ minutes and just have a banger." Ying Nan has some of the most evil strikes I've ever seen. What else we got here? Poor Takeshita's chest, piss and blood from the chops and the kicks. Poor man. And here's one for you, Dion. Strong Hearts combinations are LIJ level.
Yo, hell yeah. Like, I would then say even unbiasedly, maybe even a little bit more, but you know.
Jeez, you all right, Dion? You sure you're okay?
I'm just being unbiased, dude. I gotta be unbiased. I'm not saying I like them better. I just said that little, the tandem offense was really, really good here.
Strong Hearts. There's a lot of things I say, like, if you're not watching this, you're missing out. But like, legit, if you're a fan of, like, if you watch Japanese wrestling and you just watch, say, one promotion, seek out Strong Hearts, because this is just one of the best things in wrestling, full stop. Just like the diversity of members, just the way they carry themselves. It's not even like you just have to watch, like, fucking. They've got those two American guys who are in Impact, don't they? Zachary
Wentz and Desmond Alexander.
Yeah, Xavier. Yeah,
Xavier.
They're called the Rascals in
Rascals. Yeah, so you got loads. So it's a broad spectrum, and then obviously you got SEMA, you got T-Hawk, who works for Wrestle One. Well, they all work Wrestle One, but T-Hawk more predominantly. Yeah, technically isn't technically Bandido as a member. So yeah. In regards to the match, it was fucking wild. That's all I have to say about it. It was fucking nuts. They sort of split off into like pairs, didn't they? Because obviously, and everything with Takeshita and SEMA was unbelievably good. Everything with Akito and T-Hawk, and it was just, oh, what a wild match. Some great near falls, great back and forth, great spots. A few near falls that actually got me. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for there to be a better multi-man. And then coming 3 bumps, if not the year, like, it was ridiculously good. Probably my 3rd favorite match of the year so far. Just ridiculous.
There's been so many. If you watch a lot of Japanese wrestling, there's so much like match of the year candidates already. It's not even funny. It's absolutely crazy.
We haven't even watched that Big Japan show, which was apparently insane.
And that Fight Club Pro show looks pretty good as well. That took place in
probably was pretty good, yeah.
So there was this was just mental madness. It was hard to kind of keep up.
You couldn't keep up with it.
No, it was. I was like, I started writing like spots down. I'm like, fuck it. I just put all 6 in the ring madness. Crowd were electric, and then Takeshita with a swanton off the middle of the top rope to get the win, which I thought was I don't think I've ever seen him do that before.
Really? Yeah, he does that. Yeah.
Okay, but it's really fucking cool and extremely fucking talented to be able to do that. Like, next level shit.
And land it without killing your opponent.
Yeah, like, in the fact he stood up on the top rope was like, fuck me sideways. Like, genuinely, I respect the shit out of that.
This explains a little bit. This and a combination of what we now know explains a lot, because obviously Strong Hearts were the champs, and now they've dropped it all out, and maybe they're not going to be in DDT anymore because dun dun dun.
All elite.
Yeah.
But at the same time, do you care about spoilers?
About what? What spoilers about what?
To do with Strong Arts members.
If it's about Wrestle One show that we'll be watching, no. Don't give me spoilers if it's Wrestle One show.
Oh, yeah, okay, no. I don't know yet. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, because dude, I know for a fact, like I'm literally free, like to watch wrestling majority. Like the only time this week I'm not watching wrestling is tomorrow afternoon and evening, due to training. Thursday evenings I'm going out with my mates, and Friday because I'm going out with my mates. And then in between, then I'm fucking family, not fucking family, but I'm with my family and
Fucking
friends.
family.
Fucking my family. There'll be a clip on Wrestling Observer tomorrow, won't it?
Oh boy.
Yeah, so definitely that Wrestle One show and that gets. Oh, it's not getting uploaded anytime soon, is it? It's like
21st. This Big Japan show though, that's airing on Saturday though. Everyone who's literally, I'm yet to see someone who was in Tokyo then who hasn't said this was their favorite show. Some have maybe said.
Oh wow,
show.
really?
Yeah, no, everyone said this show because the whole show was great, and then everyone thought Rarity Hammer versus Sekimoto was going to be the best match of the show, and they were like, and then the death match main event was even better, so they were like, okay, fuck.
I don't think I've watched a Big Japan. I don't think I've ever watched a Big Japan show in its entirety.
Well, geez, you're missing out there.
Yeah, but dude, that's the thing. Like, there's going to be loads of 6-man and normal tags, and I'm not going to have a fucking Johnny.
Yeah, but there's two divisions. There's strong division and deathmatch division. It's like there's so much different stuff to watch, and you can be watching Sekimoto and Hideki Suzuki and all them, or you can be watching Takeda and fucking whoever. Like, also,
I mean, I know Takeda obviously because I watch his stuff in Freedom.
Fucking, Takeo Nomura and Fumino Abe, the astronauts.
Oh, they were DDT, weren't they? For a bit.
They probably have worked it, but no, they're signed to Big Japan. Abe works for Basara.
Okay, yeah, I've seen him.
Yeah.
I've seen him. If he's worked
astronauts, no, astronauts who are fucking insane. Takeo Nomura is going to be the next big thing, basically in wrestling. Abe as well. They're in their 20s still. They open some shows, like that's how good it is right now. And Rarity Hammer though. I know Dion though, the big.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah.
I've never even heard of him. Like Mama,
really,
like with who I follow.
Never heard of him?
The social media,
heard of him.
Like I may have heard of him with you guys, kind of saying it, and I'm just like nodding my head. Like,
Google what he looks like. You know who Sekimoto is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Google what he looks like. Him and Sekimoto had a match for the title on this show. Google what he looks like.
So what's the difference between the strong championship and is there a strong championship and a deathmatch championship?
Yeah. Hideki Suzuki was the strong champion for a while. Sekimoto beat him at the end of last year. Takeda was the deathmatch champion.
Sekimoto isn't a deathmatch wrestler. He's,
Yeah, he's in the strong division. Takeda.
Okay, cool. So like the company's split in half then. So it's like wrestlers who wrestle.
Well, no.
Wrestlers who.
Takeda does sometimes work strong division, and
yeah, but Takeda's the fucking man. Like, Takeda is the man.
True, but just Google Rarity Hammer. You'll know what he looks like. He's probably been in memes and stuff because of what he looks like.
Okay, I'll do it post. I'll do it post because we're running a bit late on time. We've already been over. We've been over an hour. And we got to be up in 8 hours for the All Japan show, and I've got a long day.
Yeah, we're doing all right. Fair enough.
Does the All Japan show start at 10? By the way.
Yep.
Cool.
UK
UK time, everyone. So if you want to watch All Japan show, ajpw.tv. We'll be here live.
Eastern Standard Time.
You gonna get your ass up, Dion, or for the love of the game?
I set my alarm, so we'll see.
What time do you start work tomorrow?
About 9 a.m.
If the show's 2.5 hours, I think that's doable.
Yeah, that's doable. It's very doable.
Interesting. Right, let's get some live chat then, so our CPRs can go to bed. Says the old man. Michael Chichera says, "What's up, guys? Naito should have a stellar 2019 as 2018 was a little cold, but I believe he'll be more impact this year, especially with Omega gone now. I think that definitely will happen. And for Dion's mental and physical well-being, I do hope he has a better year than he did last year.
That's if Harold Maine sold his soul. You had to get Omega back in the fold.
Heavy J says banking on Okada versus Naito Wrestle Kingdom main event next year. I agree. I think we're all on the same boat there.
I'd rather have a Jay White Naito, but I mean, whatever.
That would make sense, but I think I need that conclusion of Naito being Okada. I think I just need it. Heavy J says if New Japan wants Jericho, Pac, or Omega, they're gonna have to deal with AEW whether they want to or not. It's true.
So it's fuck you, Ring of Honor, pretty much. I mean.
Would New Japan be willing to work with AEW despite the fact they might be direct competitors in the US? I think that they should. I don't think they should see each other as competition. If you're in a working relationship, you're not competing with each other.
Yeah.
Like Raw and SmackDown don't compete. You know, it's. I don't know. It's an interesting one because they're two separate companies.
No, if they were competing, it would be one thing if AEW was like, oh, we have an AEW Japan branch. That would be a little like, you know, hey, what are you doing?
Adam Brown in the live chat. Hey, what's up,
Adam?
guys? He says New Japan and Ring of Honor should work with AEW in an effort to expand good wrestling besides of WWE. I think that it's healthy for the industry if people work together, but at the same time, I think it's healthy if they don't work because then there's more places for people to go. If that makes sense.
I don't see AEW and Ring of Honor working together for a while because they pretty much, like they just had the guys.
AEW just stole, like who can Ring of Honor sign now? DDT Wrestling should have a great year. I reckon they will. They had a good year last year. Bang. Adam Brown says, any bold predictions for any wrestling promotion this year? Mine's Naito winning the G1 and winning the IWGP title, Wrestle Kingdom 14.
I think he'll actually win the belt before Wrestle Kingdom. I think because what I picked up on New Japan, they're kind of opposite from Western promotions. Is the Western promotions like to have more of an anointing and have people win the title at the big show, and I feel like New Japan historically has been like more or less establishing that they are what position that they're in. Like they probably would have them defend the title as opposed to have them win the title there. That's just my opinion on that.
Very fair. Patrick, any bold predictions for any wrestling promotion?
Any promotion?
Yeah.
I'll go Nomura wins the Triple Crown.
Oh, I like that. I love that.
That's a good shout. What have I got? My bold prediction is that Pro Wrestling Noah has a streaming service. No, I'm joking. I actually want mine to actually happen. I reckon Kano and Nakajima have a banger for the GHC heavyweight title towards the end of the year. And
to like kind of add on like a kind of an asterisk on mine, I'm gonna say that Okada doesn't get an IWGP heavyweight title shot at all this year.
You don't think?
He probably will, but I just wanted to see if it happened.
I don't think he will either. I think he's who I think will win the G1. So
yeah, well there you go.
Michael Chisera says, I hope Naito wins the title against Okada. Adam Brown says, what's your thoughts on Iizuka retiring? Alicia's going out.
He's wrestled for a long ass fucking time.
I hate that like it's such a shame the opinion modern fans have of Iizuka. Like if you go watch his old stuff, go watch his stuff.
He was a shooter, dude.
He used to fuck up those commentators.
He was a shooter. He was a fucking. Go watch his tag with Hashimoto against Ogawa and Murakami. Go watch his match against Hashimoto. He was like his match against Tenzan. Like he was a real fucking great shoot worker. Like he was so good.
If anything, he's fucking smart because he knows he's like, dude, I don't even have to do
he doesn't have to do it. He was doing that shit for a while, and now he can just go around pretend to be a madman and getting the payday.
Taking no bumps, dude. Like essentially.
But yeah, it's just a shame that that's the opinion modern New Japan fans have of him. It's like when people say Kanemaru's bad, and Kanemaru's like one of the greatest Noah juniors of all time.
I feel that way about Tenzan too, because people like hate on. I'm like, dude, Tenzan's fucking awesome in his prime.
Nakanishi, the things people say about Nakanishi, like
the human bumping machine,
best bump machine.
Oh my god, you see that Kanemaru versus Shingo Takagi's happening? Holy shit.
Woo.
I cannot wait. That's gonna be my favorite match of the whole tour, of the whole New Beginning tour, and it's on a Road 2 show. It's gonna be fucking great. They're gonna put in zero effort. It's gonna be wonderful. Honestly, they're gonna put in no effort, and it's gonna be amazing.
Michael Chisquera says next match for Jericho in New Japan.
Shit,
I mean,
none.
inside of All Elite now. I don't know. If they come to the work relationship over Okada or Tanahashi, has to be really in the grand scheme of things. Anything else you gentlemen want to add?
Nah, man, this show was fucking fire, dude. This show from beginning to end, from all the shit I saw. Pretty much the highlight for me is Shinya Aoki, sorry, excuse me, knocking this poor man the fuck out the whole 3 rounds, man.
I might put that on my list. It wasn't as good as the main, like from a match perspective.
No, but
so cool. It was just the best thing ever.
I need to do a list. I just give up halfway through and forget because I'm taking notes of the actual show.
Well, the thing is, just don't do ratings. Just do a list.
Yeah, that's a good show. I don't do ratings.
No,
don't
good.
do ratings.
I'm not. Never do ratings.
Yeah,
ratings are dumb in any format.
I think that it's either good, bad, or whatever. It's just your opinion of it, isn't it? Like we're literally just coming here as fans. Like
it's like someone says to me, check this out. I'll be like, all right, fair.
Yeah, it's like we're not coming over going, oh well, we're not looking for news or dirt or trying to find a scoop.
You guys gotta check out Kenna versus Kiyomiya. It's an 8.2. You have to check it. No, I thought it was fire. Check it out. Like,
I do agree with that. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow morning with the All Japan show review. So make sure you we'll be tomorrow afternoon UK time. So make sure you guys check around for that. And then we'll be back Thursday. We'll do something on Thursday. There'll be a show that we'll review. But Day Presser is every day, hence why it says daily in the name. We always cover variation of Japanese wrestling. If you haven't yet, like, comment, smash the subscribe button right here. Been doing absolute killer numbers with the subscribers. We gained about 30 today, which has been banging. Chaps, anything you want to plug? Any Twitters? Any dirty websites?
I'm at SOS Wrestle Talk, of course, and I'm kind of hyped for Fantastica Mania coming up soon too. So I'm kind of hyped to see Atlantis Jr. See what he's about. So
I will
Patrick's Twitter.
Wait to plug my Twitter in case I've offended anyone.
I will haven't offended.
I'll hold off on that for a week.
Right, okay, cool. That's the plan of attack then. Well, thank you guys for coming on. It's been a pleasure. It's been a fun show. Everyone, if you haven't, go check out. I did a Impact Homecoming review today, as well as the thoughts on and what happened with All Elite Wrestling with their rally. I did a kind of highlight rundown of what happened. So lots of content to check out, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, smash that subscribe button. Stay safe, stay well. We'll be catching your answers down the line.